It's probably gonna be the last YouTube video I do for Twitch today. I'm not really into doing all them videos. It doesn't really. I used to. Now I'm okay with the views. I get about 70, and once it adds up with everything else, that's probably 100 views right there. I I was getting like 150. I mean, it's not really much. But anyways, forget about the statistics. Let's get into this video. This is that's quite the visual. This is top 20 most evil Power Rangers. I gotta say they better not have Magna Defender on this list. He wasn't evil. He was just misguided. Uh, he lost his son, man. Him and his son did everything together, and then they took his son away from him. Like he was never a bad guy. He was he was a good guy, and people just saw him the wrong way. He um he attacked because he felt attacked and all that he went through. So don't do that. It's quite the visual.
Why don't you want me working for your dad?
Well, he's a psycho.
Are you
Well,
threatening me?
We gotta go.
Where? Let's just keep driving.
Like I'm watching Chainsaw. May 3rd. In
This
cinemas.
job, it's a death wish.
That's why.
I'm in.
Star Wars Outlaws.
I wanna get
Pre-order
this game.
available now.
It got my intrigue.
If you creeps are through running, let's finish this.
Soon you'll be running away, Ranger. You may have stopped our music, but at last, we have enough firepower to crush you!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Rangers that
Narration
either
by
turned
Peter.
evil temporarily, started rogue before joining the good guys, or were rotten to the core from start to finish. Needless to say, there are major
I
spoilers
feel like
ahead
the
for the
only
TV
person who
series
runs to
and
the
Boom
core,
Studio Comics.
Start to finish was today. Even till today.
Maintain control.
He's starting to transform!
Number 20, Twin Man's Evil Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I don't think I remember this.
We have our orders.
One of Rita Repulsa's most underhanded schemes involves the franchise's very first team of evil duplicate Rangers. The Twin Man monster disguises himself and a group of putties as the Rangers and frames the real teens for a prank at school.
And this is only the beginning.
With the real Rangers locked in detention, the copycats are free to cause mayhem and destruction in Angel Grove, sullying our heroes' good name. Watching the fakers pretend to be punk versions of our heroes was amusing, but watching both Ranger teams duke it out was intense. It was hard to keep track of who was who during the brawl. Thankfully, in the end, the real Rangers restored their reputation and gave the phonies a well-deserved beatdown.
I don't think I watched this episode.
Number 19, Ali Akana, Power Rangers Dino Fury and Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. When Lord Zed returned in Dino Fury, he formed a heated grudge with the Blue
Man,
Ranger
Cosmic Fury
Ali,
was
so
a
much
hard
so
watch.
that he brainwashed the brainy
really
Ranger in one
was.
episode,
It
but
failed.
Ali was cured in the end.
Failed.
So, sorry for trying to destroy you and stuff earlier.
At the very start of Cosmic Fury, Zed brainwashes Ali again, but this time he spends half the season as the evil Emperor's protege. He constantly manipulates his former friends and leads a monster army to do his master's bidding. Ali was just a know-it-all before, but as a minion of Zed, he's twice as dangerous.
Red doesn't suit you.
Well, bitter isn't a good color on you!
Thankfully, he snaps out of it near the end, and manages to help defeat Zed using his own teachings. Irony is beautiful, isn't it?
You're more powerful than you've ever been before. But if you're just gonna... then what's the point?
Number 18, the Shadow Rangers, Power Rangers Wild Force.
The
I didn't
ninja-themed Duke
watch
Org
Wild
Onikage
Force.
had some wicked tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, really?
One of his greatest ploys was turning the Ranger shadows into their evil duplicates, the Shadow Rangers.
Meet your dark side, the Shadow Rangers. Shadow Rangers?
Although these sinister counterparts could match their respective Rangers' fighting style move for move, that's not what made them so deadly. Whatever the Rangers did to their shadowy clone would happen to them as well. This meant destroying their shadows would lead to their own destruction.
That can't be.
It seemed like a no-win situation until Onikage fell victim to his own ninja trick while battling his own duplicate. With him and his shadow destroyed, the Shadow Rangers vanished out of existence for good. We all felt a huge wave of relief that the Rangers avoided a grim fate.
Number 17, Kia Kayatl, Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. When Jason, Zack, and
goddamn
Trini
Boom
become the
Studios.
Omega
I don't
Rangers in
know
the
what that
comics,
is.
an alien warrior named Kia becomes their Blue
I keep
Ranger.
hearing about
At
it.
first, Kia was a loyal friend to the teens, empowered by the Morphin Grid, but haunted by the destruction her powers first caused. But eventually, fear and paranoia consumed her, and she built an enormous cult dedicated to destroying the Rangers. Kia's fall from grace is tragic. She had built a genuine friendship with the Rangers, especially Trini, only to betray them and become the monster she swore to protect the universe from. The worst part is
Damn,
that her
that's
descent
crazy.
wasn't brought upon by a villain pulling the strings, but instead by her own emotional trauma. Number 16, The Dark Rangers, Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin
God
Power
damn, what
Rangers.
these goddamn
Many
comics?
Ranger fans still cringe at Lord Zed's first attempt at a team of Dark Rangers, mostly because of how cheap their suits looked.
Behold, my Rangers! The Dark Rangers!
Thankfully, the comics gave Zed a second chance to get it right with a brand new team of Dark Rangers. Using the green Chaos Crystal, he empowers his minions with dark energy and creates a putty duplicate of Rita to act as his Red Ranger. Along with having terrifying suits, the new Dark Rangers aren't held down by human weaknesses and command a fleet of demonic Terrorzords to combat their do-gooder counterparts. Unfortunately for them, their rampage is cut short by the new Green Ranger, but at least they're still more
New
impressive
Green
than their previous incarnation. Number 15, Doomwing, Power Rangers Dino Supercharge. This twosome takes the Jekyll and Hyde story to a more phenomenal new level. Xenowing, a benevolent bird alien, was the true Silver Dino Fury Ranger. But after making contact with the Dark Energem, his evil half, Doomwing, was born. Doomwing took command of the Silver Energem, using the powers for himself, while keeping Xenowig a prisoner inside his own body.
Silver Strike! Silver Ranger is so strong!
He then managed to trick the Rangers into giving him info on their Zords and weapons, hijacking their technology from the inside. Thankfully, the Rangers managed to separate Xenowig from his corrupt half, but the fact that Doomwing swindled so much from under the Rangers' noses is terrifying. Number 14, Oroku Saki, aka The Shredder, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If there's one thing the Boom Studios comics taught us, it's that anyone can be a Power Ranger with the right tools. Even someone as vile as Lord Zed. If you want further proof, look no further than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' archenemy, the Shredder. During the original crossover series, Shredder gets hold of Tommy's morpher and uses it to morph into a twisted version of the Green Ranger, with his trademark helmet, cape, and claws adding to the intimidating aesthetic. Shredder was a juggernaut before, but with the intoxicating powers of a Green Ranger, it's too frightening to comprehend. Thankfully, as we said, anyone can Ranger up. This includes the Turtles themselves. Number 13, Zenaku, Power Rangers Wild Force.
They just
3,000
don't
years ago, Merrick Balaton
can't
harnessed
even
the
sing
power
this
of the
one.
Wolf Mask and
I'm
the
guessing
Dark
they
Wild
saving the
Zords to
top 10
defeat
for the
Master
ones I've
Org.
actually seen.
Unfortunately, he was cursed and
any
transformed
of these
into the
villains
Duke
outside of
Org
Zed.
Zenaku.
I became Zenaku.
He was sealed away for years before returning with no memory of his human life, only an intense thirst for revenge and answers. He ran circles around the Rangers on the battlefield and even stole many of their Zords.
Fire!
It may seem weird to
Really?
include a
It took
Duke
that
Org on
long?
an evil Ranger
Fire.
list, but given his human half and access to the Zords, he qualifies. Once Merrick is free from the curse,
This
he
is
vows
crazy
to
to me.
atone for Zenaku's misdeeds by fighting as the Lunar Wolf Ranger.
Howling Wolf! Now Woody is a deal no.
Number 12, Psycho Green, aka Trek, Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers The Psychopath. What is it about evil Green Rangers that we love so much? Trek, the green supersonic ranger, didn't get along with his teammates, which left him vulnerable to Dark
Crazy.
Spectre's corruption. After killing his former teammates, Trek fully gave in to Dark Spectre and was mutated into Psycho Green, the chronological first of the Psycho Rangers. Much like his fellow Psychos, Green is dangerously crazy and sadistic and has a much higher body count. Along with his supersonic Rangers, he successfully murdered 3 of the 1969 Mighty Morphin team. Even when he's seemingly defeated, he just brushes it off, and the universe may never truly be safe from the monster formerly known as Trek. Number 11, Blaze and Roxy, Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Blaze and Roxy
like
were
Joe
originally
characters
slated
to
to
me.
become Grid Battle Force's Red and Yellow Rangers. But thanks to Evox's infection, the real Blaze and Roxy became comatose, while two evil avatars took their place as their new boss's generals.
We avatars serve Evox now.
Yes.
These two are rotten to the core, inheriting the worst traits of the originals, able to match blows with the Rangers but not above manipulating them any chance they get.
Kick out of destroying you.
Thankfully, destroying the avatars revived their human counterparts. But even after that, their evil doppelgangers returned as robots that could easily be recreated if they were destroyed again. While this upgrade lacks the high stakes of the Avatar story, they compensate for it with their cunning and tenacity.
You're getting sloppy, Ranger.
I ain't like this.
Number 10, Korag the Nightwolf,
It was like
Power
race
Rangers
cars.
Mystic
Oh,
Force.
driving suits.
Of all the Power Rangers enemies in the underworld,
Korag, he
few
don't
have
get
been
enough.
as formidable as Korag the
It's my
Nightwolf.
favorite villain.
After all these years, I'm free.
Motivated by the will of the Master, this armored warrior
Yeah, he
combats
fought
the Rangers
fair.
with a variety of dark magic and his Zord, the legendary Catastros.
The time has come to take this fight to the next
He should have
level.
been top 5.
Dark Source, Evil Force!
While he's not above the occasional dirty trick, Korag prides himself on being an honorable warrior.
Yeah,
that
he's
likely
honorable.
stems from his human half. That's right, once upon a time, Korag was the mighty wizard Leanbow.
I had no memory of my previous life. Everything I did was for the Master.
He's also Red Ranger Nick's long-lost father who was corrupted by the Master. Eventually, Leanbow regained his memories and broke away from his shadowy persona, only for Nick to temporarily become the new Korag later on. Like father, like son.
Is this true?
Yeah. And I'm just getting started.
Number 9, Trent Fernandez Mercer,
Yeah,
Power
Mercer.
Rangers Dino Thunder. Not unlike a certain other 6th Ranger, Trent was the new kid in Reefside. After accidentally stumbling into Mesogog's fortress, Trent bonds with the White Dino Gem. This turned him into the White Ranger, but with a cost. The gem was rogue and had a mind of its own. Every time Trent morphed, he became a ruthless warrior.
You put up a pretty good fight, but now it's over.
At first, it felt like Trent was trapped in his own body with the gem in the driver's seat. But over time, the gem corrupted him from the inside out until he was equally conniving and devious, morphed and unmorphed.
Good work. 12-stroke engine?
Yeah, sure is.
They don't make 12-stroke engines, Trent.
Mesogog doesn't make monsters that turn people nice either.
No! It's a trap! No!
Thankfully, he was freed of the evil influence and joined the Dino Rangers with a lot to make up for.
I'm in control of the Dino Gem now. I want to use it to fight with you.
I wouldn't have brought him here if I didn't think he was telling the truth. But only you can decide whether or not you trust him.
However, after doing so, a ruthless clone took his place in Mesogog's army, determined to prove himself as the superior White Ranger.
You can feel it too, can't you? Only one of us will survive.
I guess it's gonna come down to who wants it more.
Number 8, the Spirit Rangers, Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Harnessing the power of the crystal
those are
eyes,
those-
Dai Shi
the
transforms the
Rangers.
animal spirits of 3 Pai Shui masters into the Spirit Rangers.
They look like Power Rangers.
While the masters are trapped in chains and controlled by Dai Shi, their ranger avatars are out on the battlefield. The Jungle Fury Rangers had no choice but to clean their clocks again and again. The Spirit Rangers themselves are pretty awesome, with the concept of being a ranger without actually being in the suit being a fresh and new idea. It's a shame this came from a twisted hostage situation. Fortunately, the Masters are freed from Dai Shi's clutches, and the Spirit Rangers become a handy backup for the Jungle Fury team.
We summon the animal spirits from within. Power Rangers.
I like that. Right.
Number 7, Lord Draven's Army, Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Inspired by the comic's Shattered Grid arc, Lord Draven, ruler of another world, planned to destroy the Power Rangers multiverse. How will he do it? With a massive army of Robo Rangers, that's how.
Welcome, ninjas! Meet my Robo Ranger army!
He successfully kidnaps 7 veteran Rangers that include Tommy himself to create his own robot replicas for his oncoming invasion.
But unless you got a Master Morpher, you ain't nothing but a cheap copy. This copy's gonna kick your butt.
He could have just stopped at 1 copy per Ranger, but no, his army count is in the hundreds. And he also has a Tommy clone acting as his second in command to help his operation move ahead. Thankfully, even a humongous army of cheap copies is no match for the human spirit.
Good job, team!
The combined power of the veteran and Ninja Steel Rangers and Draven's ambitions. Number 6, Blake Bradley and Hunter Bradley, Power Rangers Ninja Storm. 1 Rogue Ranger is bad enough, but how about 2?
Obviously, you didn't get the memo. Old Rangers out.
I think Tom.
New Rangers in.
Enter Blake and Hunter, the Navy and Crimson Thunder Rangers.
Ranger.
Lothor tricked these two into thinking that the Wind Rangers' leader Sensei took out their parents. So they teamed up with him to face off against the good guys and were merciless. They wasted no time wiping the floor with the Wind Rangers and kidnapping Sensei. Even after they learned the truth, the Thunder Rangers are brainwashed into brawling with the Wind Rangers all over again.
I don't want to fight you! You don't have a choice.
After a constant back and forth, Blake and Hunter broke free from Lothor's influence once and for all. They both made much better teammates than enemies.
He's back to being Hunter.
Good Hunter or bad Hunter? Do you know who we are?
Yeah, my friends.
Number 5, Ryan Mitchell, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue.
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Long ago, Captain Mitchell had to make a difficult decision to save his son Ryan's life. To save his boy, he let him be taken by the demons.
You will not see your son again until his 20th birthday. He is mine now.
Ryan was fed lies about his family and the Rangers for 20 years until he was ready to take them on as the Titanium Ranger. With his power, he definitely gave the Rangers a run for their money. It also seemed like the stakes were higher for the team while fighting him because he was their captain's long-lost child. Ryan had a hard time accepting the truth when they finally told him.
You didn't care what happened to me. That's not true. You let me fall.
But once he did, he quickly joined up with the good guys as the very first non-Super Sentai-based Ranger in the franchise.
Is that all you've got?
Number 4, Tommy Oliver, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Before becoming a legend, Tommy was just the new kid in town. He was brainwashed by Rita Repulsa into becoming her prized warrior, the Green Ranger.
To the fall of Zordon and the destruction of the Power Rangers.
Tommy showed his superiority over his do-gooder counterparts almost immediately. He broke into the command center, put Zordon out of commission, and overpowered the Rangers while laughing maniacally along the way. Thankfully, the Rangers were able to break Rita's spell and return him to the side of good.
What have I done? What you did under Rita's influence. You own the power now. Fight by our side and we can defeat you.
After everything that's happened?
Tommy, we need you.
Since that day, Tommy became one of the greatest Rangers of all time. Number 3, the A Squad, Power Rangers SPD.
Before the B Squad stepped up to the plate, the A Squad Rangers were the best of the best at SPD. They had the coolest suits, the best weapons, and broke new ground for the franchise by featuring a female Red Ranger.
You're a girl. Red's a girl?
Right on!
But Bridge could sense something not right about them from the start.
I don't know.
The woman like
their energy, their colors. Something's off.
1.4 million trees and landscapes where Nescafe sources coffee.
Kruger. Doggy Kruger. It's crazy, yeah, a dog is a Power Ranger, but this was the future. Whoa. Whoa. Now, whoa.
It turns out that he was completely right. After being MIA for a majority of the season, the A Squad miraculously returns and reveals their true colors. All of them turned traitor to join the vicious Emperor Grum.
You'll be coming with us, Commander Kruger. You have an appointment with Emperor Grum.
Despite all the training and good they've done, they just threw it away to join the winning side. Unfortunately for them, they chose incorrectly.
You can't do this to us. We're the A Squad.
Looks like you've been demoted.
Confinement time!
Number 2, the Psycho Rangers, Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Well, what do we have here?
I can't believe it.
They look just like they can't be.
Faster, smarter, stronger, and evil. The perfect combination for a pick on our list.
The Psycho Rangers were the ultimate ranger hunters. Not only were they able to outfight their counterparts, but they also could learn their enemies' weaknesses.
Maybe forever,
they could even
right?
take on human disguises
number
or
one.
evolve into devastating monster forms.
whole-
However, the Psychos' biggest flaw
No.
was their obsession with putting an end to their respective rangers. This led to infighting and them getting destroyed,
they're gonna do some
seemingly at
honorable
least.
mentions.
But even if they're destroyed, they can somehow find a way to reemerge from the grave for some much-desired revenge. Worst of all, one of the team, Psycho Pink, succeeded. They destroyed a Power Ranger.
I'm okay. I'll always be here.
Before we continue, be
think
sure to
she had
subscribe
cancer.
to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into settings and switch on your notifications.
Number 1, Lord Draken, Boom Studios'
I'll
Mighty
allow
Morphin
this.
Power Rangers. What if the world's greatest
I read this
ranger
comic. It
didn't
was pretty
deflect
nice.
from evil, but instead only got worse? The Boom Studios comics answer this horrific question with Lord Draken, an alternate universe version of Tommy, who was tempted back to evil and became an all-powerful dictator of his dimension. He has all the confidence and cunning of our Tommy, but none of his heroism. Even when Draken's reign of terror ended, the damage he's caused is irreversible. He nearly obliterated the multiverse, he enslaved and murdered so many innocent lives, and he brainwashed Kimberly into becoming the Ranger Slayer. Add to it, it's just heartbreaking watching any version of the legendary Tommy Oliver fall from grace this hard. Who was your favorite Ranger gone bad? Let us know in the comments.
Lucas, your reflection. What's going on? What's happening? Hey, Lucas!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo.
Alright, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next video.